Nutrition, collard greens. I got what you need if you want it. Cause I'm a pimp girl. If you want it.
Hey y'all, welcome back to yet another episode of What's for Dinner here in Chanel's kitchen. Today I'm going to show you guys how I made this beef bulgogi Korean barbecue. I love Korean barbecue, y'all. Like ever since I moved to LA, I just be going to Korean barbecue all the time. But I had to learn how to make it myself because ain't nobody got time to be spending that kind of money every day because I crave it every day, y'all. I ain't even lying. But let's just hop right into this video. The first thing we're going to do is peel our ginger. You don't really have to worry about like doing a whole bunch of extra stuff because we throwing all of this into a blender because we just got off work, we tired, and we want some Korean barbecue and we want it right now. So just peel your your ginger, and then we're going to throw this into a blender. Also to my blender, I'm going to add some garlic. And then here I started peeling this pear, but I quickly realized that since this is all going into a blender, I don't need to do all this extra stuff. So you literally don't have to peel your pear, but you need half of a pear. You can use a barlette pear, an Asian pear. If you have an Asian pear, go ahead and use that. And then you just need to dice it up into smaller pieces so, that it can blend nicely and smoothly in your blender. To complete our marinade, I'm just going to add 1/4 a cup of soy sauce, and I'm also going to add 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, packed. I'm also going in with 2 tablespoons of sesame oil. You can honestly use whatever oil you have, but I happen to have some sesame oil on hand, which is going to give it a really authentic taste. And I'm also going in with a tablespoon of gochujang paste. You can find this at your local Asian market. And I also know that Kroger happens to carry this more often than not nowadays. So you should be able to find it somewhere. And you also want to add in half a teaspoon of black pepper. And we're just going to give this a good old blend. And once our marinade is nice and blended, we can go ahead and prep our meat. So here I have some ribeye steak, some thinly sliced ribeye steak. I got this from Aldi. You can find this anywhere or you can do it yourself. And I'm just putting it all in a plastic bag. Look how red this meat is. It looks delicious. And I think this was actually frozen before I used it. So yeah, they did what they needed to do over there at Aldi. Child, I love Aldi. But anyways, once your meat is in your Ziploc bag, you don't have to use a Ziploc bag. You can just use a bowl, whatever. But you just want to pour your marinade all over your meat. And we're going to give this a nice, good, thorough mixing to make sure every single piece of ribeye is covered in that beautiful orange marinade that we have. And if it's easier for you, you don't have to blend everything up. If you don't have a blender or if you don't have a good blender, you don't have to blend it up. You can just chop everything by hand, throw it in the bag with the meat, and it'll still be good. So you want to release the air from the bag once you finish mixing everything all together, because we really want all of that marinade to marinate that meat with no interruption. So make sure all of the air is released, and we're going to marinate this for 24 hours or at least 30 minutes for those of us who just got off work. So now it's been 24 hours. My marinating is complete, and these babies are ready to fry up. It's time to eat, okay? It's time to cook. It's time to eat this Korean barbecue. Look how it looks. Y'all, if y'all could smell what was inside of this bag, make it so you can smell it. All right, y'all, let's get to cooking. I'm just preheating my cast iron skillet with some olive oil, and we just gonna pop these little steak pieces right on in. Listen to that sizzle. So these pieces really cook in no time, just like 3 or 4 minutes on each side. You just want to make sure there's some nice dark brown crustification going on your meat. But it really takes no time, about 3 or 4 minutes on both sides, and you're good to go. Look at that beautiful crusting. I am living right now looking at this, y'all. Oh, it just tasted so good. It looks so good. It browns perfectly. And just try this, y'all. Trust me. I also want to mention that my pan was on medium-high heat. This is going to give your meat a really, really nice crust on the outside. And it's going to be juicy and tender when you bite into it. It's just absolutely perfect. So make sure your pan is preheated on medium-high. Also, about halfway through, I just went in with the remaining marinade from the bag and just brushed the top of the meat so we can cook all of that orangey color out because we want our meat to be brown, not orange. So yeah, you just do that. Use up all that marinade. Don't waste nothing. So once your meat is this nice, crusty, deep brown color, you know that it is complete. And we can just go ahead and top it with some sesame seeds and some green onion for presentation. Or you can just skip this if you're just ready to eat and dig in. So I just plated this with some white rice with some green onion in it. And then I went on ahead and added in my meat. And I also added in some kimchi because can't have Korean barbecue without kimchi, or at least I can't. I need my kimchi. And then I just topped it off with some more sesame seeds and some more green onion and just chef's kiss. This was so good and so satisfying. So satisfying to make because it was quick and easy and just simply delicious. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe if you did, and if you didn't, watch another one so you can like it. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.